Just kind of take us through. I mean, pretty much less than a week from the season opener. Where do you guys feel like you're at right now?
We're really excited to get started. I mean, we've had a long preseason, and it's just been a ton of great preparation as a group, and we're just kind of ready to turn the page and get excited for this new season and see what competition we're going to face.
You guys have a lot of veteran presence on this team. Not many teams can probably say they'll, the starting lineup probably see at least 3 seniors and then potentially 2 grad students. How much does that experience help a team like this, knowing what you guys are striving for this year?
I think the experience is huge. I mean, we have a ton of veteran leadership all across the board, and honestly, at every single position we have someone who's been there and been in college and had a ton of experience, and I think that just helps take the pressure off everyone. And we have a ton of great younger players as well, but I think the leadership and the just kind of amount of experience that we'll have in both the front and back court is going to help us when it comes to those crunch time moments and big games. We'll know what to expect and we'll be prepared.
From what I understood, you didn't play in the first scrimmage, but you played against TCU this weekend. What did you take away from that scrimmage?
Yeah, I mean, TCU is a great team. Any preseason scrimmage is always a great opportunity to kind of see where you're at, because we spend a ton of months just scrimmaging against each other, against the scout guys, and to get kind of some competition under our belt against another team is always a great thing. And I think just learning to play with pace, get our wind back under us, and just kind of focusing on the little things and the little details will really be the separators for us.
How has your approach changed from your first season coming in as a freshman to now, going into the last ride?
Yeah, I mean, as a freshman, I think back, I was so young, inexperienced, kind of didn't really know what to expect, but I just feel a ton of confidence right now at this moment. Just having, 3 full seasons under my belt, a lot of off seasons, and just a ton of time training with the team and playing college basketball, I really feel like I'm in a good spot, going into my senior season. And I think just a ton of areas of my game have grown. I've worked on it a ton, and kind of being ready to showcase that and help this team win will be what's most important.
What do you think the team has grown the most from the end of last season to now?
A ton, honestly. We've grown, I think, in really every area. I would say maybe the biggest thing that sticks out to me is just the calmness that we play with, the maturity, and I feel like everyone does a great job of knowing their role, executing their role, and really looking to make everyone around them better.
Kiki, you were preseason top 20 watch list for point guard of the year. Can you talk about, does that put pressure on you? Just what is it? Is it exciting?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't focus on those accolades, getting anything preseason, and it doesn't mean anything. Obviously, you still have to go out there and improve yourself. But I'm really just focused on winning as a team, and that's our number one priority. And I think the fact that we're all, everyone on this team is able to kind of keep that the main thing is really what's going to separate us. And I think one of the things that makes this team special, we're not focused on individual accolades or stats and everything. We're focused on winning and just playing as a collective group.
Speaking about winning, you guys got a high-powered offense. You guys were knocking down shots. Just shot after shot. Talk about just how fun is it going to be to play with this group this year.
I mean, we have really so many fantastic players. I think you go across the board, and there's so many people that really don't get talked about on this team that would be stars on any other team and top 20 team in the country. I think you guys saw Gabs today was fantastic, looked great. She just improved so much, and the way she just comes to practice every day is so consistent, attacks every drill, knocks down shots, and is able to slide between really honestly any position on the court. That's something that doesn't go unnoticed amongst us, but I think a lot of people outside of our team and outside of our group don't know that. But the fact that we have really someone like that at every position speaks volumes to the depth that we have.
And then last, when you talk about just, you guys got a lot of scouts and WNBA coaches here today. Just talk about how this program has prepared you all to develop. I see everyone kind of transition to be better.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was the first time that a women's college team has done this sort of thing, like a pro day type thing, where we had a ton of scouts. I think basically from every team in the W here, and I think big shout out to Coach JC and Sam. They did a fantastic job putting this together, really showcasing us and giving us opportunity to kind of all show what we do best. And yeah, I mean, it means a ton. It's a really cool opportunity, but then again, it's just another practice. And I think one of the biggest things and most important things about this experience that we were kind of talking about pregame is it's an opportunity to see what it feels like to play kind of in a high-stakes environment. And you don't get a ton of those opportunities before the season starts, and that's going to be really valuable for us come March and April.
Did that add some nerves to practice that aren't typically there?
I mean, I think you come in maybe with a little bit different mindset, but again, we try to focus on every single day just being consistent and making it the best day for our team. But obviously, you see people in the stands, and they're there, and a lot of us hope to play in the W next year. So it's a really cool opportunity. But again, I think just like staying focused and using it as an opportunity, and that's what we all did.
Last week, Coach Corey mentioned you guys have a different defensive focus in practice, preparing for Monday. What have been the other goals in practice to get ready for that season opener?
Yeah, defense. I mean, Coach Corey will talk about it a ton, but I think defense and rebounding is going to be our anchor this year. We have a fantastic offensive team, really can score anywhere, and scoring is not going to be our issue. It's going to be whether we can get stops and rebound the ball. So Coach Corey has challenged us to step up our rebounding, pick up our intensity on defense, and that's really what we've kind of been focused on these last few weeks, and that will be a big key for us in order to win games this season. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I first want to ask you about your dance that went viral with your sister. And Coach Corey mentioned how she noticed you guys doing it like during the free throw routine. I wanted to ask, just like, have you guys always done that Just Dance since you guys were kids, or like what was the story behind it?
Yeah, we've kind of grown up doing Just Dance. Like, we were too cheap to get like the actual video game, so we would just like look up YouTube videos of of Just Dance. And so yeah, that's just one that we always had memorized. And as soon as we put the song on, Sienna and I were doing it like as a joke. And of course, Coach Corey spots it and she like stops the whole practice. She's like, everybody watch them do it. She restarts the song and we have to do it. And luckily they got it on camera, so
And like I feel like that's like the thing about having a sibling on the team is I feel like it would bring out a fun side of you. Like, have you seen kind of just like, have you felt a difference with Sienna just being around the team? Like, what has it been like?
I feel like I'm just a lot more calm, and I think showing up to practice every day is just so exciting. Like, how can you not love showing up to practice and just having like your own family there? It just makes it so like heartwarming, and she's just such like a big joy of my life, and I just appreciate her being here and all the support and love that she constantly gives me. So she's amazing, and I'm very thankful she's here.
No, I know you guys don't focus on individual accolades, but you're a preseason All-American. Does that, talk about the excitement behind that, and does that put more pressure on you? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it, honestly, I think from the outside it could look like I have more pressure. I think the one thing I love about this program is that they just continue to remind me of like who I am every single day, and with that pressure comes like, a lot of bad, a lot of good, but I think that they just keep me steady throughout the season, and I'm just focusing on my process. But obviously I'm very grateful, and I think that's a huge accolade and something that, a few years back I never thought I would, accomplish. So I'm just really thankful for UCLA and all that they give me.
Also, talk about more about this program. You guys, first time you all having a pro day, you guys coaches here, scouts, talk about that.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool opportunity for all of us, and it's never been done before, obviously, at the college level. And JC, Coach Corey, Sam, they all did a really good job of putting that together. And I think it's just a really good opportunity for, we have such a stacked, senior class and a lot of people who are going to go pro next year. So I think for all of us to just kind of get that attention and get the opportunity to showcase our skills is really huge. And yeah, again, just very grateful for our staff.
Last exhibition, what did you guys get out of that? What did you get personally out of that?
Out of our scrimmage?
Yeah,
it was really good scrimmage. TC is a really great team, so I think it was cool to see like how we matched up against a team like that, and they're really big, which I was like really surprised by. I had like 3, 6, 7 posts rotating on me, and I was like, I've never been like guarded by this many tall people. But it was really good, I think, for all of us just to kind of see how we're looking and what things we can improve on. So we've been watching a lot of film on it.
To travel out to Arizona for scrimmages, it kind of make you want to get back there even more?
Back to Arizona
for
Final Four. Oh yeah, I mean, we were talking about it on the bus. Like we plan on getting back there, so that's something that we're going to work towards for sure.
I mean, no matter what starting lineup you guys have, it could be at least 3 seniors. Potentially add 2 grad students in that starting lineup. Talk about the experience of this team and what that does for the pulse of the team as a whole.
Yeah, I just think it makes it so much easier playing every single day. I mean, you have such just a smart group of people like just on the floor at all times, so I think it's just makes my life a lot easier. Everyone's really good at communicating. We know where we're supposed to be. You don't have to say the same thing 10 times because people just learn, and everyone's just super poised. So I think you're going to see a lot of like maturity out there on the floor, and I'm really excited to showcase that.
The fact that you all are mature and got a lot of poise, does that make it easy for you?
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I've been dealing with double teams my entire life, but like the amount of shooters we keep adding to this team, it just makes my life easier. So I'm really excited for people to just like start to recognize, hey, like you're gonna have to guard G, Shar, and Gabs and Key. Like you can't just focus on me the entire time. So we're gonna be really good. I'm excited.
Speaking of shooting, we've seen that you've really been working on your outside shot. Was that just like a main off-season plan, and like how much Like, what did it take to get, you know, confident in just shooting a jumper?
Yeah, I think my coaches and like my teammates, if I don't shoot, like they usually yell at me. So I think it's just like, you know, when they force it and I kind of have to get out of my comfort zone a lot, but like they continue to just like breathe confidence into me. So I think that's something that I really tried to develop all preseason long, and something that I just want to keep adding and getting better at. So.
You have a season opener coming up. What's the tone we want to set for the season in that game?
Yeah, we need to have a good start for sure, and we've been really focusing on like defensively, just being the aggressors, and rebounding has been something that we've been really emphasizing. So I don't know, I just kind of want people to like recognize that, you know, last year doesn't define us as a team, and we're going to come back a lot more aggressive and dominant, you know, from the very start. So I'm really excited. Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.